Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chine. If this is your first time here, you're welcome. So in today's video, I'll be teaching you how I made this beautiful draped skirt. So this tutorial was highly requested by my TikTok fam. So if you're interested in knowing how I made this skirt, please keep watching. To make this skirt, you'll be needing 2.5 or 3 yards of fabric depending on your size. You'll be needing your chalk, scissors, your tape rule, and also an elastic. Okay, now I'll be posting a different video on how I made the wrap top. So without wasting much of your time, let's get started. These are the measurements I'll be using for this skirt. Now for the front, I folded my fabric into 2. I divided my hip into 4. I got 9 inches. Then I added 7 extra inches on the side. Okay, which made it 16. So I have 16 on fold. My waist to hip is 8. I'll take out 1.5 for the band. Just look at how I placed my tape. Then I'll mark 8 inches. So because this is a draped skirt, I'll multiply 8 by 2, which is 16. So my hip line will be 16. If you want a very long skirt, let's say the length of your skirt is 40, you have to multiply it by 2, which will give you 80. So the length of your skirt will be 80. Okay, my skirt length is 30. If I multiply it by 2, I'll have 60. Okay, so my skirt length is 60. So what you need to do is to get your skirt length and multiply by 2. So let's proceed. Now the next thing I did is to get my waist measurement. Okay, then add extra 7 inches by the side. I had to use 7 inches because I'm trying to manage my fabric. Now you can make the sides of your skirt longer. Okay, you can make it 11 inches or 10 inches. Just make the sides as long as you want. Okay, so after getting my waist measurement, I'll add 7 extra inches. Now for the hip, I've already divided my hip measurement and added 7 extra inches, so it's just accurate. For this skirt, you don't need to shape your knee measurement. Okay, once you get your hip measurement and you've added your extra inches, just take it all the way down. This skirt doesn't have a slit. Okay, so if you start shaping the knee, you won't be able to walk. So once you get your hip measurements and you've added extra inches, just shape it all the way down. So the next thing I'll do is to shape the waist. Then I'll place my front on another fabric, so I'll cut the back. Okay, the cutting of this skirt is really easy. So I've placed the front to cut the back. I added extra 1 inch for zip allowance. Okay, so I'll make sure I shape the back so that it will be exactly the same with the front. Okay, so I'll do that, then I'll show you guys the length of this skirt. One thing you need to know about the skirt is the sewing is in front. Okay, you only need to close the back to put your zip, but aside from that, you will need to run 2 stitches in front so that you can pass your elastic. There's no need for you to close it inside. You will just sew it in front and pass your elastic. So this is the front and the back. So I'll be showing you guys the full length of this skirt. Okay, so this is it. This is what it looks like. This is the complete length of the skirt. My table is not very long, but I had to put it on the ground so that you guys will see the full length. This is how long my skirt is. The length is 60, so this is how long it is. By the time I close up the sides and put my elastic, the drapes will just come out. So the skirt is quite easy once you understand it. Once you understand the measurement, once you understand how to join it, it's very easy, very easy to sew. So the next thing I did is to use my pins to hold the front and the back. You have to hold the front and the back. If not, you won't be able to get your measurement accurately. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be doing now is to take out the 7 inches I added on both sides. So if I take out the 7 inches I added on both sides, I'll be left with my accurate skirt measurement on the center. So if you add 10 inches to your skirt, if you add 11 inches, you will just measure out whatever you added, then use your chalk to mark it all the way down. Okay, so you will do that on both sides. So on the center you will have your body measurement. Okay, so make sure you use your chalk to mark it, or you use pins to hold it so that it will direct you on where you're going to sew. So after marking both sides, please use your tape to make sure that your measurement is accurate on the center. Okay, measure the waist and measure the hip. Make sure the waist is accurate and the hip is accurate. So my waist is 27. If I divide it by 2, I'll have 13.5. So I'm trying to make sure the waist is 13.5. Okay, now my hip measurement is 36. Now 36 divided by 2 will give me 18. So I'll make sure my hip measurement is 18. Okay, you also need to note that if you want the drapes to fall a little, you don't have to use your accurate measurements. You can add extra 2 inches or 3 inches so that the drapes will fall a little, but I'm using my own accurate measurement because I want the skirt to be a bit fitted. Okay, so I'm trying to make sure I have my exact hip measurement. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be doing now after marking it out is to go to my sewing machine, then run 2 lines. Where you're seeing the chalk, I'll run 2 lines. Okay, I'll run 2 lines on the skirt. So now the 2 lines, that is where I'll be passing my elastic. So I'll go to my sewing machine and sew the 2 lines, then I'll show you guys what it looks like. And if you're wondering what will happen to the back, I've not done anything to the back just yet. Once I'm done passing the elastic, I'll show you guys how to join the back. So I'm done sewing the 2 lines. I also went ahead to hem the sides. Now you can decide to weave the sides of your skirt or hem it, any one you want. So I'm done sewing the 2 sides of the skirt. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to pass my elastic. You'll be needing 1/2 inch of elastic, and if you noticed, I tried to space the line. It's not exactly 1/2 inch. The reason is because I want my elastic to freely pass. I don't want it to get stuck, or I don't want it to be tight. Okay, once the line is free, it will help the drapes to flow well. So the next thing is to insert the elastic. So I've inserted the elastic here. I've inserted elastic on both sides, and as you can see, the drapes came out very well. It came out really well. Now for the back of the skirt, you have to separate both sides, then pleat on both sides. You can just follow the drapes on the skirt and please pleat upwards. I feel it looks more matured and beautiful. So I'm done pleating the back side. So I also went ahead to measure how long I want my zip to be on the skirt. Then I closed up the remaining side. Now please, when you're pleating the back side, make sure it's the same length with the front. Okay, if the length of your skirt is 30, make sure that once you're done pleating the back, you have 30 inches as the length. Okay, the back is not meant to be longer than the front, so you have to pay attention when you're pleating the back. Okay, the next thing I'll do now is to fix my band, then I'll put my zip, and that will be the end of this skirt. So for the band, you just need to measure out 4 inches and fold it into 2. So you will use 1/2 inch to join it to the waist of your skirt. Okay, now before you join it, you have to notch the sides of the skirt. Okay, and before you notch the side, you should have folded the upper part of the skirt. That's the 7 inches extra that was added. Okay, so from the back, you will just join your band. Okay, so after joining your band, the next thing is to add your zip, and you're done. So this is the end of this video. I hope you learned something. I hope my explanation is clear enough. If you have any question, please drop it in the comment section. Okay, and please subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification bell so that anytime I upload a new video, you will be notified. Thank you so much for staying to the end. I really appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. So I'll post a separate video on how I made the top. This is the finished result. The skirt is really beautiful. So tell me what you think about this skirt, and also let me know if you're going to recreate this skirt. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.